Hey guys, how we doing today?
Hey, good morning, Kevin here. I thought I would do it too.
That really started
By the
me.
way, for those of you guys who watch us in a row and hear the same opening every time, we're sorry. We're going to try to change it up because I guarantee if you're binge watching on YouTube and you hear, "Hey, good morning, Joe here," and Kevin, how are things going? 10 times in a day, you're probably going to want to hit us with a baseball bat. So, our promise to you,
It's
we're going to
warranted.
stop doing that.
It is warranted. Anyways, okay, so the Americans.
Sorry.
How do you move on from that?
Sorry.
It's the default mode. You know what I mean? Sometimes you just
Sure.
like you turn the camera on, you're like, I panic. I'll do different languages next
Me too.
time.
I'll figure something else out, right?
Como estas, guys? But yeah, season 3 of the Americans, we're at a really interesting spot right now. I don't really know what's going to happen at this point, honestly. Because like we talked about the whole Paige thing, right? Like, is she going to join the KGB? Is she not? My money's on she won't at this point. A couple of weeks ago, it was that she was going to be joining up here very soon.
I hope not.
I hope not, but I mean, at this point, it's like, who knows, right? I mean, we got bigger fish to fry. They're kind of putting that on the back burner right now.
I think if she does, I think if she gets pushed into that point, especially if it's by Elizabeth, that instantly makes, in my opinion, Elizabeth a villain character, right? She goes from being our protagonist, which I don't know if she stays that way the whole way. I don't know if she stays a protagonist. I don't know if Philip's the protagonist and she's an antagonist by the end. But I feel like if they go that route, it's going to be really hard to still like Elizabeth. And I don't think Elizabeth's a bad person, right? She has talked people down from killing innocent people more than once on this show. And she's killed innocent people herself. She's not a saint. Right. She's not a saint. But if she really ends up going through with pushing Paige to be a spy, to push her into this dangerous life that there's no real happy ending to, honestly, then I find it good. I think it's a situation that becomes really hard to like Elizabeth. So I don't feel like the show's going to go there because I don't feel like that's where they want to take us with these two characters.
They're not afraid of us not liking them, though. They've definitely had moments where we don't like them at all.
Right. But I mean, I don't. This isn't like Breaking Bad where you're supposed to hate, where you're supposed to hate the main character. It's supposed to be complicated, right? Because it's a show for an American audience, and they are Soviet spies working against the American government. So you're supposed to feel conflicted but get a fresh perspective. So I think the show doesn't want you to hate these two characters.
No,
I think you're supposed to feel conflicted about them. I just feel like if they go that route, it's really hard not to just think of Elizabeth as a monster.
Well, yeah, the closest they've gone to the Breaking Bad route is Stan, and I think they've backed off on that because we thought they were getting Stan was going to kidnap.
Sure, yeah. Well, again, that was like a season 2 choice where Stan really went dark.
They haven't returned to
and they backed off of it this season. I think that the direction the show went in season 2 on a couple of things,
they course corrected. I think they had a different idea. Now they're like,
for sure, like, oh, okay. Yeah. We see what works and what isn't quite as successful. Mm-hmm. And I think they have course corrected on that.
You can tell. I mean, this in the best possible way. You can tell that they're figuring it out.
Sure,
as they're doing it, like with the Martha storyline. We actually have a Martha storyline that's interesting because for 2 seasons, I could give a crap about Martha's character. You know what I mean?
Again, I feel like that was a season 2 thing. You know what?
But even in season 1, I thought, okay, I was like, okay, she's not going to be in season 2,
right? But she was at least interesting in season 1 because she was new and they weren't overplayed. They just went into season 2 and kept her on the same note. Like season 1, they got married and everything.
Yeah,
like they had to escalate everything with Martha. Then in season 2, it was just, here's Martha, and she's complaining that Clark isn't present enough every episode.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like this isn't going anywhere. And now in season 3, we've gotten back to having the Martha storyline actually having an arc.
Well, it's tense now too because she called him out.
She knows.
I know. That, it was very smart. The first episode that we got of the interrogator. Mm-hmm. We didn't catch that's what Clark's job was, and that's why she was so.
She caught the fact that I didn't either. It was Martha figured out that that the bug that she planted is not for this agency, for this group.
So does Martha find out Philip is a Soviet spy? It's kind of a stretch. I don't know. Obviously, she's working there, so she knows that there are Soviets embedded,
right?
You know, but I don't think she's aware of the extent of it.
Well, they haven't told her. They haven't Gad and the investigator both said you have a Soviet spy, and that's what this is. But they haven't given that information. If she knew that, would react very differently.
Would immediately know it's him. I'm just saying she knows there are assets in DC.
I don't know.
I would assume that she probably has that idea because she works there.
But, sure, but she has no idea the Clark is. She has no idea either way.
All she knows is that he's
not who he says he is.
Right. Exactly, and I don't know. We will see what happens in this one.
Yeah, I think the Martha storyline ends very badly for Martha, one way or the other, which is too bad because Martha is a well-intended, very sweet woman. But a lot of people are not going to have happy endings on this show.
They're no stranger to it. They'll kill off the characters. They don't care at all.
Yeah, we've had good characters meet bad fates on this show.
I'm still shocked about Alvador.
Yeah,
I'm still shocked about. Stan's partner.
We've had 2 teenagers, that have gotten murdered.
Yeah.
Well, one murdered his sister, but still, it goes dark.
Sounds like a soap opera like that.
Right. Let's go and get started here.
Yeah. If you guys are watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you don't hit the like button for us, leave us a comment down below, and please hit the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content that we have coming your way.
If you'd like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or watching, please check out a link in the description below to our Patreon page. On every single show we're watching, including The Americans, we're at least 4 episodes ahead on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. So if you want to finish watching the YouTube edits and keep going, that's the place to do it. You're going to have to watch along on your own streaming service or DVDs. You're only going to see and hear us for copyright law. We're also watching 30 Rock, currently as a Patreon exclusive, and we are into season 2 on that.
Previously on The Americans.
I think your defector might be a Russian spy.
Oh, so we are getting back to her.
Paige will have a choice.
Yeah, we're going to talk about Nina. Nina being a spy now, basically.
Well, he's you.
Yeah.
Who are you?
Yeah, Martha's not stupid. She's just love blind.
Love blind and very naive.
Yeah.
I think Todd may have seen you as we left the factory.
It's not possible.
I caught a glimpse of you at the bottom of the ladder when we were leaving.
It's not what that look was.
Yeah.
You've trained me well. We've worked so hard.
I can't take that risk.
Like relocation? What is that?
I just think they just mean you'll work above board and not as a spy on the cause. Yeah.
The FBI found the bug in Gad's pen.
Patagonia, expensive clothes.
I clocked the poster as well. I didn't want to say anything.
Not yet. There is more.
Yeah, how about Martha knows you're a fraud? Yeah.
The person they brought in to investigate isn't me.
Does she know that
do it.
you're-
Well, Martha's useless, though, as an asset now.
Nothing is a bad idea.
We need to give it time.
He has disappeared. Just don't go back there.
Right, yeah.
If she's told
She
anyone,
hasn't told anyone.
how do you know? How can you know?
He's often right. Philip's hardly wrong.
The problem is if he just disappears, what happens? Does she tell then? He's seeing if she's being watched.
Yeah. Which she very well could be.
Yeah, it's a big risk for him going over there.
I would imagine most people in the office are being watched after that.
Yeah.
I went to the market and got fresh basil and plum tomatoes. I thought about linguine with clams, but the tomatoes look too good.
He looks so nervous.
Tell me what you
Are we alone?
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's not too spicy.
Perfect.
You stir?
This is weird.
Well, she looks like she just wants to get past it.
Sure. But what does she think he does?
It's children's services.
Oh, no.
But we've reconsidered. It's just not a good time. It's not the right time.
Or she's really trying to compartmentalize this, isn't she?
I'm fine. I just needed to know. And now I do.
I'd be asking like 20 different questions. If she doesn't know what he is or doesn't want to know what he is.
She doesn't want to know. She doesn't want her life to blow up, so she's just going to compartmentalize it.
Sure.
To turning the page.
I'm more of a white guy than a red.
I like a good red. The white is nice, especially in the summertime.
Yeah.
Agent Gad is under so much pressure with this investigation.
She's still going to feed him information, too, yeah.
He lost his cool yesterday in a way that he never has before.
He's still reporting.
Wow.
He actually attacked the male robot. And Jean couldn't fix it. They're sending it out for repairs.
She's completely playing ball.
She's just,
Wow.
she's in.
It was actually his idea to upgrade the message delivery system.
Yeah, she's just going to play ball.
All right, cool. I didn't see that coming at all.
No, I didn't either. All right, so Martha's not going away anytime soon,
Sweet.
probably.
Yeah, probably not. I wonder if she knows that he's Russian, though. Like,
I don't think she is going to think that far down. He's something, she doesn't know what it is.
here's the info.
He could be
We can stay
he
married.
could be CIA, he could be anything.
Sure. As long as she stays married, that's all that matters, I guess. To her.
She may be worried that he is, but she's not going to let her brain go there.
No. If you just don't think about it, it doesn't exist, right?
Right? Yeah, exactly. It's not a problem if it's not in your head.
Yep.
I have a way we can know for sure. It's risky. But it's Nina's only hope.
We'll both die in prison.
Yeah.
You get caught, yeah.
Treason. Whoa! Oh my god! I feel really bad for this kid.
I do too.
I mean, to be fair, he was going to plant a bomb, but still, I feel like he was going to go straight now.
He was.
We don't want to risk the Martha operation any more than you do. You should trust the organization.
The same organization that recruited a 15-year-old that murdered his own family.
Yeah.
Trust them.
Yeah. They're not
They
perfect.
they don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
To keep working with you.
Okay.
If he could identify me, there was no other way.
Is this going to work out for him? I don't like that.
I will do whatever is asked of me. For the cause. For you.
The logistics of what he's doing, though, like he knows she's like Russian, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. How does him working with Russia affect apartheid at all? I don't.
Well, Russia's using Russia's using him. Apartheid makes America look bad.
Okay, so we're deeply involved in that.
Right, yeah.
Okay, I got you. That was confusion. I know what our
Yeah.
role in that was.
Let's say I'll order something from room service when I get you back to the hotel.
I love that idea. I want a BLT. It's a bacon
too.
and lettuce.
Yeah, I got it.
Is this the repair shop for the robot?
Yeah, I love it when they have to do stuff like this.
Yeah.
These things are so huge.
The problem is it's bugging anything in the office now. Wouldn't they be?
It's a bold
Wouldn't they
choice.
be looking for it? They haven't caught a spy. They're going to be checking the whole office.
Do you think that maybe Martha's like setting him up a little bit?
No,
You don't think so?
I don't think so. Martha's in love.
I mean, to the extent where she's like, "Yeah, we don't need a kid right now."
Right.
Right.
Besides, if Martha wanted to set him up, he would have had 12 agents in her apartment when he showed up.
Sure. Well, this would definitely be the proof, though. If you,
Yeah.
Who are you?
We're here to repair a machine.
Well, if they kill her, then the whole place would be crawling with FBI agents.
Will it take long? What you came here to do?
I don't know.
Let her put her jacket on. She's
Right.
obviously cold.
I like to come here late at night and do the bookkeeping. I'm usually alone. I feel close to my husband. I feel his presence. Don't feel him tonight, probably because of you.
Yeah.
This is him. This is Gil. In the mother of pearl frame.
She's being robbed, and she's like, "Look at these pictures."
I taught math, little children. It wasn't calculators and robots.
I really like this lady. I hope nothing bad happens to her.
Yeah.
Gil's regiment freed Jewish people from the concentration camps.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I would take Andy to church, but Gil said he had no use for those stories.
War's rough.
What he saw, it stayed with him.
The Americans and the Soviets were allies in that war.
Changed after, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's fair.
Check and make sure it's not a gun or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, if she was, she probably would have pulled it out when she went for the keys.
It's an older woman. Her husband started the business. She comes in at night to pay bills.
At night?
She's got a hostage. Yeah.
He was gone for 4 years during World War II. Her husband.
He's like,
Doing
just chatting?
bonding. Yeah. Is Stan's job to seduce her?
I don't know. I mean, like, that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
If it works, it works.
I guess. They're no stranger to that in this show.
Right, yeah. Wouldn't be the first time.
It's so funny. I think Noah Emmerich is a seductive spy.
I have a bad heart. They say that I need a new one, but I don't want a new heart. What's your name?
Just obviously not going
Elizabeth.
to.
Okay.
They're going to kill her. They're going to kill her.
Waited in line for food.
Ah, dear. Is she alive?
Yes.
Where does she live?
Scout.
Russia.
Yep, they're gonna kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Your English is very good.
I've been well trained.
She knows it.
You are going to let me leave. Are you?
It's not possible, no.
And she's being honest with her. I don't like this.
I don't like it either.
Oh, this is not how I expected it to end. The story.
Oh. Yeah, Philip and Elizabeth, you guys kind of suck right now.
It's better than falling down in the street like a drunk and waiting for some stranger to pass by. Oh, I hate hospitals.
This is so rough.
This sucks.
I hated to go see him there. I went, but I hated it, everything about it.
Close your eyes.
Yeah, so this is like a gentle way to do this.
Well, they're just gonna give her all the pills, yeah.
Dang.
You know what, though? It's a non-violent way to do it.
Yeah.
If you have to, which I wish they didn't.
She did live a full life. I'm not justifying this at all. I'm just saying, like, this is...
No, there's nothing good about this.
Nothing good about it. Out of all the killings they've done, though, this is the saddest, but also, like, the most merciful, I guess. I don't know. It's just a bad deal.
Yeah, this is a bad deal.
Oh my god, it got me.
Me too. I thought he was gonna, like, go out the window, even though this is all staged.
Stan?
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, that was fully well done.
He sold it for real, though. Dude.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Hold on, I'm gonna hit you. I'm gonna hit you good.
Yeah, yeah. It's for Nina.
Elizabeth can come back down and be like, take all the time you need now.
Yeah, she's gone.
She's gone. It's over.
We got divorced. He remarried, but his wife died in an accident, and we did it again.
This poor lady.
Yeah.
Do you have children?
Yes.
This is what you do.
Yeah. I'm with her on this.
Why?
To make the world a better place.
That's sinister.
You think doing this to me will make the world a better place?
She is hook, line, sinker. God, this is dark.
Yeah. This is right up there with the busboy as being like the most awful death to watch in the show.
Yeah. That was quick. This was brutal, man. The Annalise one was pretty rough too.
Yeah. Yeah, it was.
Even though they didn't do that, but
Right.
still, the cleanup of that was oof.
Well, yeah, as far as like having it being graphic,
Sure.
yeah.
You okay?
He's down here like, wait, what happened?
Yeah. No, I'm not okay.
Go home, get some rest. Don't worry, we'll beef up her security.
Because they started to suspect him a little bit.
Yeah.
Is Stan our problem?
I always forget the mustache's name.
Yeah.
But he's got great instincts.
Yeah,
he found the bug, you know?
Yeah, he's a smart guy.
How's your head?
It's felt better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's smiling.
Amatory?
24. Yes, 24. Loving, devoted, adoring.
Love his voice.
Yeah.
He should do audiobooks.
Really, yeah.
Elizabeth rejected the first officer proposed to be her husband in America. Well, in her own way, she chose you.
Oh, I didn't realize they even had the right to do that.
Yeah. It's kind of nice to be given the option.
Yeah.
If you're going to be cozied up with somebody for the rest of your
Forever,
life.
yeah.
And your job was to look out for me. It was. And now my job is to look out for my family.
Right, yeah. He's definitely going to be a problem here in a minute.
Yeah. Well, I keep thinking that at some point he's not going to be on the show. And I don't think it's going to end well for him.
Frank Langella?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I never anticipated him being in
Right.
season 4.
Right.
Always
Man.
the long exits on this one. Okay, honestly, I'm conflicted, right? Because that was so awful, yet really beautiful.
It was really well done. I like that they keep showing consequences. That there are consequences to this stuff.
The show loves to torture us. It really does.
Yeah, Elizabeth's saying your death is going to make the world a better place. Does she even buy that crap? I mean, really?
Well, normally it's like any spy thriller or espionage thing is like fun.
Right.
This is not fun.
No.
It has fun moments,
sure,
but like it's very dire, and horrible. It's like they murdered that poor woman.
Right. There are stakes and there are consequences.
Sound like Walter from Big Lebowski. We're gonna murder that poor woman, but they really did, and it just keeps happening, and I don't know when it's gonna like click with them, when it's gonna they're finally gonna be like, okay, enough is enough.
Right. Is that where we get to? Is that where the show goes when they finally realize this isn't worth it? Because I mean, historically, we know that the Soviet Union does not endure much past this show. We don't know where the time frame goes, but I mean, the Soviet Union, by the time this show's happening, is like in its last decade. Even right now. It's kind of nearing its death rattle.
I think it is sinking in though with the characters. We just saw Philip obviously kind of lose his cool there a little bit, but like I think with Elizabeth, we saw her break down after that. I do think eventually on the show, I think that they will go rogue. I don't think that it'll be
quite possible
a situation where they're going to be loyalists to the end, because
I mean the show is called The Americans for a reason, and there's a real chance that that's by the end of it they realize that the cost isn't worth the game they're playing, and the world that they envision isn't going to happen. It isn't real. This perfect communist utopia that they've kind of been sold is I'm here making the world a better place. You're not.
Yeah.
What you're doing isn't making the world a better place.
No, for sure. And we're not there yet, but I think it's interesting that like they're pretty disillusioned with the whole thing, and then you have Stan, who is completely turning code as well.
Right.
He's literally sharing a beer with Oleg. Like they're bonding. Like he's doing an awful thing. Stan is doing something terrible right now.
Yeah, if the scope of what Stan has done was ever found out by the FBI, he'd probably be in prison. Right, he'd definitely be out of a job and probably indicted. So I think we're still dealing the show with the idea that this whole Cold War and this whole like which system of government should really be at the forefront of the world was a stupid mistake. Kind of wrought by both sides.
Yeah.
And everyone's kind of disillusioned at this point. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing. No one's really sure of what the mission statement is anymore, if it's the right one. Elizabeth is the one person on the show still really kind of telling herself that she is, but we're even seeing the cracks in that here,
No, for sure.
As far as to what extent is she going to keep buying it before it finally just, man, you can be in a cult for so long, before you have to start questioning the cult leader. I don't know where it comes with these guys. I don't know if it ends in tragedy for them. It may well be a horrible ending. I would not be surprised if the show doesn't end with the family of four walking off into the sunset together.
Yeah, and even same for Stan.
Right?
Stan
Yeah, absolutely.
Prisoner or dead,
Stan. Yeah, horrible things could happen for Stan too.
I hope that's not the case, because it's a show filled with tragedy.
Right.
I would like to see an ending where, obviously there should be consequences for their actions, but at the same time, I do want to see them get out, because you do root for these characters.
Yes, you do.
You want them to be better, even though they're Russian spies.
Right, yeah.
So we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah. Still, we still have several episodes this season and a lot to unpack.
And several seasons ahead, obviously.
And we're not even halfway through the run of the show yet. We've still got 5 episodes to get to the midway point.
Yeah.
So there's a lot that's going to happen. We will catch you on the next one, guys.
See ya.